years and years and years at this point. But have you learned any tips and tricks of the trade now that you've gotten kind of those behind the scenes pointers from Nick?
Yeah, very much. I've learned so much stuff from them. I'm still just looking at all the cameras just looking at me. It's like crazy, but they're teaching me a lot of stuff. Not only just like being a host and being on television, but also like behind the camera, especially right now in quarantine.
Ooh, that's cool. And it kind of brings up this cool point. I mean, you have, I mean, you're 15, but have been doing this for so long at this point that you're such an industry veteran, and you have hosted, you've acted, you've performed all over the country. Is kind of working behind the camera on the other end of production a goal of yours eventually in life?
Honestly, I think that'd be so, so cool. I think that's definitely one of my goals is to just like feel how it would feel on the other side of the camera, see if I like it well. I feel like I grew up kind of producing my own things. My mom would be behind the camera as well. So I feel like I kind of grew up on both sides of the camera no matter what, just because. But
So you and Jaden have also been working together 4 years. Obviously, you guys are really good friends, but this isn't the first project we've seen you together, working on. The first time, I mean, you guys hosted the 2019 Orange Carpet for the Kids' Choice Awards. You obviously co-hosted Camp Nick last summer. We were all really excited to see Side Hustle. I know that that's been put on pause for a little bit, and now we're here. We have Group Chat, the show, coming out. What is it like to work with your best friend in such a close way?
it's so fun. Me and her are so, so close and just so like compatible in a way that together just brings us so much closer, and we just have so much fun, and I love working with her. She makes me feel safe, and that like always laughing with her, it's amazing. It's such a great feeling, and I love working with Jaden.
I love that you say that you guys are so compatible, because I do see that you are best friends, but at the same time, you're kind of the yins to each other's yangs. Like, you fill each other's pieces and you work so well to supplement one another. What's one thing that you've learned through working with Jaden, either like a piece of advice that she's given you or something that you've just kind of picked up from the way that she works and the way that she carries herself?
Incredible. She's very hardworking, and just to see how like motivated and just inspired she is inspires me and motivates me even more. Like on set, we just like we're really good for each other, and we're always there for each other. Oh my God, there's a fly. We're always there for each other. Why is there a fly? And yeah, I don't know about any advice, but she is both are really giving each other pep talks and just like getting nerves out, and it's really fun. It's really great work.
So the show is all about pop culture. You said a second ago that there are going to be a ton of really exciting surprise guests. I know you probably can't say anything because I don't want to get you in trouble, but who is like your dream guest, whether it be on this show or someone that you're just dying to work with in general?
That is a great question. Very good question.
Ooh, thank you so much.
Welcome. I feel like the first thing that came to my mind, I feel like I shouldn't say it because I feel like it might happen. But like, and I don't want it to happen because I'm like scared. But definitely Criminal Minds, because it's like one of my favorite TV shows. But I feel like if it happened, it'd just be like weird, and I like don't know if I really. But that was the first one that came to my mind was Matthew Gray Gubler, because I love him. But I'm gonna do someone a little bit more my age, which would probably. I think I definitely want to work with her again. So I'm going to say Avani.
Cool. I love that you bring up Criminal Minds. I feel like every time we talk, at this point, it's just a personality trait. I'm like, Annie and Criminal Minds, they're one and the same. I heard too that Haley, your sister, is going to be making a ton of appearances on the show. You guys have worked together on projects for so long now. Annie versus Haley obviously being one of them. I know that you guys have been on Chicken Girls together, some other Brat projects too. Do you ever butt heads as sisters when you're working together on set and in a more professional environment like this one?
Yes, definitely. We don't like make like a big thing out of it, but we do give each other it. Like we just like get on each other's nerves, normal for siblings. But I do remember one time we were at Nickelodeon's headquarters, or like somewhere working for Nickelodeon. We knew that we were gonna get always like, just so you guys know, us getting slimed is like we don't really know. They never really tell us if we're gonna get slimed or not. We might like joke about it,
Yeah.
but you're like it's authentic everything. So I'm like, we're always just really nervous that we're gonna get slimed. And Haley, this was like her first time getting slimed, and she was so nervous, so she kept looking at me like, and I'm like, you got it, it's gonna be good. But yeah.
That is so cute. So, I mean, obviously, like the question was whether you guys butt heads, and you said yes. But it honestly, too, is such a cool thing to be able to work with your sister. You guys are super close, but then I feel like there's just an extra added bond to be able to go through these types of situations that other sisters don't get to do together. I mean, my sister and I have never been slimed together, so hopefully one day I'll get her to come. So, like I mentioned before, you have been a part of the Nickelodeon family for a while now. This isn't your first Nickelodeon rodeo. It's been a couple of years. There's still so much to come. I'm curious, growing up, do you have a favorite Nickelodeon show that you loved as much as so many of us love the shows that you guys are producing now?
100%. Me and Haley still binge watch Victorious every day. We started it over pretty recently, so we're only in like season 1 right now. But it's such a good show, and I always like aspire to be like I find like acting. I watch them act, and I'm like, oh my god, like now my show just as good as theirs. So
So that was such a star-studded cast, Victorious. I mean, when you just Victoria Justice just hosted Kids Choice Award celebration last month. She's still doing it. She's still doing her thing.
I was like, oh my god, she said my name.
Wait, was that like a crazy, crazy, exciting full circle moment for you?
I think like in my mind I was like, oh my god, like that's pretty cool that like she just said my name. Like she at least knows my name. She said it once. Maybe she doesn't remember it, but at least she said it.
She definitely knows. She knows who you are. Don't worry. um, so you love Victorious. That's super cool to hear. A second ago, I brought up the fact, obviously we're so, so excited to see Group Chat. It's coming out this weekend. Like we have it to look forward to right here. It's right around the corner. But we still kind of have Side Hustle on the back of our brains. I know you guys had to put a pause on that because of everything that's going on in the world. But can you just give us a little teaser, something to hold on to for now? How would you describe your character, Lex, in 3 words?
Oh, this is actually a good question. I'm excited. She is very, very caring.
Ooh.
Ooh. She rule follower, so it's like not really like a good word, but like she does like planning, like organized. She likes being
Mhm.
organized. And she yes, just like they both love adventures and getting into things with each other.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, it was so much fun to chat with you. Like I said, I'm so excited to see the show this weekend. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye so I can pull up Jaden and talk to her for a little bit. But thanks for hopping on. Everybody, make sure you guys go watch Group Chat this weekend if you want to see more of Annie.
I think
Bye, Annie.